All right, what is going on, guys? Your boy Ryan here, back with another video. Sorry I didn't upload a video earlier today because I had a lot of other things to do, and plus there was no news to really talk about. Not anything major. A lot of you sent me a message. A lot of real Xbox dudes also sent me a message. They was like, "Hey Ryan, could you give your input on this?" Well, yeah, sure. Click on the link. It's the video of Tomb Raider on the running on the One X compared to the Pro. Now, what's funny about that video? Two things have been proven in this video. Okay, two things that I've said before. Number one, when you look at the games side by side, remember how I said beforehand that in order to really tell the difference on these games, most of these games are going to look virtually identical. They look virtually identical. Not that big of a difference. You know what I'm saying? That's mostly because they're CPUs and vice versa. It's virtually the same. Virtually the same. And now, the game looks good. Game ran good. It has a performance mode, has a high frame rate mode, it has a visual boost mode and 4K mode, if I'm not mistaken, or a detail mode and a 4K mode. So they went through all modes. The 4K mode, the game looks great. I like the attention to detail, especially on the jacket. That looks good. Looks good. When you compare it to the Pro, again, they look virtually identical, just with a small amount of detail here and there. And that was the point I made beforehand, that you can't rely on third-party games to really tell the difference. Most of the difference, the main difference you're going to see with the Xbox One X in terms of the Pro is mostly performance. Hence why it has a performance mode instead of just all of it being together. It has a performance mode, it has a 4K mode, and an enhanced mode. The 4K, or I'm sorry, the performance mode gives a higher frame rate. Kind of like boost mode on the PS4 Pro, but it has a, that's just an option you push in your menu. But this boost mode, or performance mode on the Xbox One X, we didn't really get to see the full, we didn't really get to see much about that. They had to speculate that. They said they had to wait until the game actually comes out for them to test the most heavy CPU, heavy part of the level on the game, on the console. So keep that in mind as well. But from what I'm hearing, it sounds good. So that's good. It looks good. I like what I've seen. But again, my point was proven. Most of these games are going to look identical, and you would need first party to take advantage of these, the power to really show off the difference. Which is why, Gears and Halo are, the main ones that are going to push it. Obviously, we already saw Crackdown. Crackdown's not cutting it. Sea of Thieves is not cutting it. Forza is, is the other one that's cutting it. That's pretty much it. So it's Forza, Gears, and Halo. But again, that's just preaching to the choir. Those are games that preach to the choir. Those are the same games that preach to the Xbox choir. We need games that are new, innovative, and intuitive. We don't have that on the Xbox camp, and that's just the reality of the situation. It's very, very sad. We don't have anything to show off. We really don't. Now, another thing I want to touch on, the pre-orders. Okay, the pre-orders. You got Microsoft playing this PR stunt where it's like, oh yeah, we're the fastest selling pre-orders. I'm like, okay, you're the fastest selling pre-order, but there isn't any numbers to confirm that, nor is there any numbers to say otherwise. You know what I'm saying? When the Xbox One and PS4 came out at the start of the generation, excuse me, if I'm not mistaken, the Xbox One had what, 40, 50,000 pre-orders, and the PS4 had like 100,000 off the jump. So, how many of these you're selling again? Are you saying that it's higher? Like, are you saying it's higher than the PS4 at the start of the generation? Is it 100,000? Is it 200,000? You know what I'm saying? How many pre-orders do you have? We don't know. So, guys running around hyping up pre-orders. Okay, sure, you can hype up pre-orders, but we don't know the actual numbers. We don't even know how many were in supply in terms of like, yeah, we don't know the supply of these stores that are, supposedly selling out. We don't know how many they had. They could have had 1. They could have had 10. They could have had 5. We don't know the full amount. But y'all don't want to talk about that. Now, y'all want to say people are hate channels, and you want to say Sony guys are hating, which is absurd. We're playing games while you guys are playing this propaganda war, hyping up stuff that doesn't make any sense, and hyping up games. Or not even hyping up games, but you're hyping up hardware over games. I hate to break it to you, man. Software sells consoles. Hardware doesn't sell hardware. But software sells the software sells the hardware. But I'm saying, right, that's how it works. You need the software to sell the hardware. Hardware can't sell hardware. You just can't do it. Can't do it. Because you're basically essentially selling a box. You're basically going, hey, look, here's our new glossy box. It's got power, but yeah, no first-party games we offer. And everybody will look at like, huh? That's like offering a cupcake with no icing, no sprinkles, no nothing. Versus Sony, who's got everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what Microsoft's become this generation, and you people don't want to acknowledge that. You don't want to acknowledge that. No, you want to be in denial, and then you want to say there's more Sony hate channels than Xbox hate channels. If you believe that, I'm sorry, but you need to slap yourself dead in the mouth. You need to slap yourself dead in the mouth. Like, if I was to legit like list some of the hate channels, okay, let's go ahead and list these supposed Sony hate channels. You already know for a fact, and dude doesn't care. He already acknowledges this. He doesn't care about this. So I'm gonna say JTech. Rated D, aka Almighty PlayStation. You can count him as one because he always slams Xbox every chance he gets. And who else? Who else on the PlayStation side is considered a PlayStation hater, right? Even though this dude owns all consoles, I'll throw in 7th Level because a lot of people claim 7th Level is a Sony guy, right? Okay, let's throw in 7th Level. And then I'll throw in, okay, I can't think of anybody else, so, but apparently I am one, right? You guys calling me one, okay, so I throw myself in. So that's 4 channels that are dedicated to Sony that hate on Xbox, right? As you guys claim I do. Okay, even though I'm bringing the facts. Let's look at the Xbox camp. We have Zaire, aka Next Gen 720. We have The Mooch. We have Crap Gamer. We have, what's that dude's name? Xbot. We have Kid Smooth. We have, hold up, let's continue. We got Kid Smooth. We got Fat Gamer. D. So many, man. It's so many. It's not even funny how many there are. Not Musclebound Gamer. Livewire's Gamer. We got, I call him MGB, but you know what I'm talking about. MGB. And you got one more. There's one more, I think. Hold up. There's one more. I can't even say him because he's a Nintendo dude too. I can't say Super Bros because Super Bros is a Nintendo guy. I can't say Zephyrnix because Zephyrnix is a PC / Nintendo dude, so I can't say him, but you know, it is what it is. So that's 9 channels I just listed. 9 channels versus 4 that you guys claiming are more. That just goes to show that you who are saying this have no insight. You don't know what you're talking about, and you're talking out your ass to try and build an audience and try and make it seem like Xbox is being the victim. Xbox fanboys like you who made videos prior to this console back when it was called the Project Scorpio, you were the main one saying 4K 60 uncompromised back when they promised 4K 60 uncompromised. Do not lie. Do not try damage control because the reality hits you, and guys like me told you this years ago that this console was not going to deliver 4K 60 uncompromised. Yes, it can do 4K, but 4K 60 uncompromised? No, it's not doing that. It has a crappy, it wasn't going to do that to begin with. And the sad part is, we didn't even know the GPU or the CPU. This is another thing they're trying to do. They're trying to flip what we know now into versus what we knew beforehand. We never knew the GPU or the CPU of this console back when it was first called Project Scorpius. So any person who tries to flip that and tries to use that, automatically it's a fanboy and it's automatically a retarded piece of shit that lost all credibility. I wouldn't pay him no mind. I would ignore him. Okay? Ignore him. That's all I gotta say. Anybody who says that. But then when they use that, right, and they say, oh yeah, see, I guess Microsoft didn't say 4K 60 after all with these specs, right? Versus what they said beforehand when they said the highest res, the best frame rate, no compromises. We're able to render at 60 hertz. We're able to render at 30 hertz. We're able to render fully uncompromised pixels at a higher fidelity than we ever were before. Yeah. I suggest you learn PC talk, and I suggest you learn what you're talking about before you run your mouth and try to act like you know anything. That's just a little advice for you fanboys, especially the ones with the channels. You know what I'm talking about. But that's it. I guess that's what happens when everything you say becomes the truth. Like for example, I said everything was gonna happen the way it did, and it does. It's happened. Every game that I've said beforehand was going to be in the position that it is. It is. The console in general is not what it's going to hype up to be, and there you go. It's not what it is hyped up to be. I said all this beforehand months ago, and that's what hurts a lot of these dudes. It hurts a lot of these dudes. Hurts a lot of them. That's why they hate me, right? They hate me because I make the claims that are true. You know what I'm saying? I make the claims that are true, and I expose what's true. And whenever props is due, for example, Microsoft selling pre-orders, good. I give it where it is, but that's it. We don't know the numbers. We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Price you pay for being a YouTuber, Price you pay, man. When your channel grows, you always get, like, there's a good, for all the future YouTubers, I remember I get messages all the time asking me, hey, look, man, what do you use? Hey, I want to start doing this. Hey, if you want to do it, good luck to you, man. There's a good, there's a bad, and there's an ugly of being a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? The good part is, if you build an audience, you'll have an audience that likes your videos, checks you out, shouts you out, looks you around, you know what I'm saying? Shares, vice versa. You'll have that. If you're if you're honest, right? If you're an honest YouTuber, you'll run into that good side. As being an honest YouTuber, you'll run into the bad. The bad side is you'll have the salty ones who say, no, you're wrong. And then when you prove them otherwise, then they result to be weirdos, and then they just start trolling and vice versa, right? And then the ugly will be when you block those trolls turn into stalkers that make videos about you or other YouTubers and claim that those YouTubers are scared because they're not paying that person any attention. That's just the reality of the situation here on YouTube, people. So, good luck to you if you want to be a YouTube content creator. My hat goes off to you, man. We need more YouTube content creators. But keep in mind, man, keep in mind, if you're going to be a YouTube content creator, never forget what you are, never forget what your topic is, and never forget that you are what you say you are. And that is a gamer at the end of the day, right? You are not a shareholder. You do not own any stocks in these companies. So when idiots try to compare sales, or not sales, but when they try to bring up sales in a console, like game department type of thing, where they go, hey, look, how many exclusives have you had? And they go, oh, well, we didn't have those exclusives, but we had these amount of sales. That right there, yeah, that's when you know you're not dealing with a gamer. You're dealing with a moron when they bring that up. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, hopefully that shed some light on the situation. Shout out to my boy Thrash. What's even more funny about Thrash, and this probably hurts this other guy's feelings. I'm not going to say his name, but he knows what I'm talking about. He's watching. He's one of my all-time favorite fans. He loves to hit the dislike button. He loves to be the first one to hit the dislike button. But I said that Thrash is going to pass this individual, and he did that without even a month. Not even a month. I'm talking 2 weeks. 2-3 weeks will be just helping the dude out. And that's right there, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you're right and another person is wrong, and that other person just wants to grow his channel off the hate. Hey, it is what it is. Later, guys. I'll catch you guys later. You guys be good. I might review the Conor McGregor versus Mayweather fight. I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah, that's it. You guys be good. Later, guys.